1990s tech speak. Low-grade malicious compliance here, resulting in the shame of one arrogant supervisor but little more. Some problems do indeed fix themselves. And this is more for those techies of the late 1990s who had built their own computers and had to mess with IRQs, jumper settings and the rest of the mess. Military setting. So expect a diet alphabet soup, as I did try to keep it to a minimum. I'm just a third-class petty office. PO3. Mostly handling software at the time. Server and computer builds were supposedly beyond me. My supervisor, a second-class PO2, was of the same job, but he was allowed to work on desktops, PCs. We also had a data systems tech first class, one rank above that, so PO1, who is supposed to handle the hardware aspect of fixing computers, down to the circuit layer if need be. But he was also the leading petty officer, LPO, i.e. the guy in charge, though his style was more hands-off, just to see what we could do, with a focus on cross-training people for all jobs. Thus, I was on deck for at least doing the initial triage. We had an officer who wanted his computer fixed, but the PO2 kept jumping into the conversaton, talking over me, and correcting me, with bad information, which I would counter with references from the book and standard operating procedures. Then asked, since I know so much, then I already know what the problem is. So please explain it. This is the malicious compliance. I was a little irritated. I didn't know what was wrong with the computer, but I knew of a problem. So, something about the interrupts, IRQs that were connected to the computer's two microphones being fired prematurely before the speaker queue was finished, thereby aborting the speaker queue. We will have to find a way to stop those interrupts before we can get it fixed. The officer just nodded along, said, "Sounds good," and walked off. The PO2 looked pleased and started writing it down for the work order. Stopped. Looked at me and asked, "Did you just say, 'Stop interrupting you'?" My smile told it all, and he was a little annoyed. Our DS1 just completely lost it and had to leave the room as he was laughing so hard. I really got the computer fixed with no problem. Our LPO later told the PO2 that maybe he should check his interrupts more often. TL. Dr. Arrogant Supervisor didn't quite know as much about computers as he thought he did. Ends up getting punked and shamed. All with a straight face. Thanks for the laugh, but I feel like a geek for doing so. The actual writing down your snarky comment before realization dawned really got me. Great story. Very well done. Took me a while to clue in, it was that subtle. Nice. Our military stories are malicious compliance, and our tales from tech support would like your story. Very tired and not wearing my glasses. I misread that your supervisor was a POS. My brains think point of sale, not the other, and was confused as to why there was POS software also running on a desktop and supervising you. What a silly goose. Niece. See, you're on COM3 and I'ma need you to be more of an S3 kinda guy. At first I was like, speaker interrupt, yeah right, speakers don't do interrupts, because they're outputs not inputs. Then now I get it. The 1990s or 90s, unless the 1990 owns something. Holy R''Gore, Batman. My brother was a DS1 until they eliminated that rating, retiring in 2009 as an set E7, but I could see him as either the DS1. Was that guy also the LPO? In this scenario, I doubt he would be the E5. PO2, DS2. He served out of Norfolk, damn neck. Slow clap. Slow burn.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.